You know what's weird? I'm pretty sure that the buildings in this game are 3D models. Like, they're very low quality 3D models because the DS is, but I'm pretty sure they are. But the backgrounds aren't, and I don't know if all of the buildings are. I don't know. This is a dumb tangent. But anyway, welcome back. Playing Pokemon. Right. You're here. What's up? Fuck you, Barry. Yeah. You need a bike. Yeah. You strengthened your team. I did some grinding off screen. And I realized this Machop is not going to make it to the end game. And not just because my beloved Machop from the Leaf Green run, Senator Henry, or Secretary of State Henry Kissinger, may he rest in peace, died horribly. No, this Machop is not going to the end because. Alright, I need to teach someone Rock Smash. Because, I am using the wrong ROM. Yeah, I use custom ROMs. I have some slightly modified ROMs. I bought all these games fucking years ago. So, like, screw it. I'm going to emulate them. Whatever. But anyway. I'm not using my edited ROM. This is a natural platinum ROM, which means I can't get a Machamp, which means this Machop is going to fall off. And I was about to just throw it away because, well, I can't really use this Pokemon. But then I remembered I named this thing Carcat, and falling off and being so outclassed by everyone else, and then eventually just dying pathetically without accomplishing anything, is very fitting. I mean, at least he's like finally like a leader and like commanding armies in Homestuck 2. He doesn't show up in Homestuck 2 for more than like 2 pages, but he's in it. By the way, I read Homestuck 2, and I didn't like it as much as the epilogues because it felt a lot more meandering than the epilogues. Like, say what you want about the epilogues, and there's some questionable writing choices in there. It's all to serve a purpose, and it's decently paced, and it all leads to a conclusion that I found satisfying. And Homestuck 2 is just kind of meandering and doesn't really have anything happen, and then it just ends suddenly because everyone hated it, and it's never going to be finished, which kind of makes the whole thing feel vaguely pointless. Like, you devastated the Homestuck fanbase to set up this sequel, and then that sequel just doesn't finish. It goes for like 400 pages in which very little happens somehow, and then it is over. Which is disappointing. Like, Homestuck, the Homestuck epilogues set up the possibility for a good story. I don't know if it could have been done, because, like, I did think Homestuck 2 was kind of a step down. Maybe it's just in my head because I know that it has a different writer, but I didn't. Whatever. The point is, I want Homestuck 2 to be finished, because if it is finished, it will have value. It will at least be a whole work that can be evaluated instead of something that just kind of ends like 10% of the way through with zero resolution for anything and zero payoff to anything it's building. Yeah. So that wasn't great, but what was great that I've seen recently is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's back. God, I love that show. And the fact that I love that show, I feel like gives more credence to a lot of the things I... Actually, isn't there a Soothe Bell in here? Gives a lot more credence to me not liking other... No, hold on. Where is the Soothe Bell? Never mind. I know it's in Eternia. I remember that now. The Quick Claw's in there, but I already got this. But yeah, those are some funny 2 premiere episodes for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I really like that show. It's just the absurd everyone horribleness. I think it does that better than anything I've ever seen. We get Mac and Dennis being morons. We get the trailers spoiled. The trailers spoiled the bathroom. They didn't spoil the rest of the reveal. Um, we get Frank being strangely competent, which the show hasn't done in a while, but Frank is. It is nice on Always Sunny, actually. That is a trait of it, that they're all idiots, and whoever is the sole competent one varies depending on the episode. Charlie, of all people, is the sole competent one in a few episodes. And then just, I could not stop laughing at Frank shoots every member of the game. Especially the scene at the beach. Especially all of the scenes involving the mothers. Like, Bonnie Kelly and Mrs. Mack are the best characters in the show, I am realizing the more and more I rewatch it. And just seeing this new great episode with them. Oh, and Charlie's sisters were great. And it was just excellent. And the painful scene with Donald McDonald. God, and did I mention the beach scene? That is just is one of the funniest things the show's done in years. So that's great. I don't watch a lot of TV. Actually, do you know what I watched through recently? I watched through the, like, is it like 20 plus hours Quentin reviews, iCarly, and Victorious retrospectives? And the thing is, this is like the fourth time I've watched through them because they're an editing show. I have a couple of these that I go through in rotation. Actually, the person I was stealing Hulu from before, they changed their credit card, so I got kicked out, and I don't feel like going to them and saying, hey, give me your Hulu password so I can abuse it. But anyway, Always Sunny is a good editing show, and these are the shows that I watch when I'm editing videos, just so I have something in the background to keep me, I don't want to say keep me from thinking, but that is what it is. Like, Dragon Ball Z Abridged is probably the show I've watched during editing the most, and I've watched through that whole thing like 10 plus times, and I can't. I've watched it too many times at this point because it's a really good show. But yeah, watching a very long retrospective on Victorious is what I did while I was editing a serious video essay on police brutality that comes out Saturday. It's edited. It's actually uploading in the background as I am playing this. And hopefully it'll be good. And also, like I said in a previous one of these vlogs, I am burnt out on doing serious videos, and I would like to go back to them in a bit, but I don't like the place I have to go into to make this kind of thing. I don't enjoy being angry, and I'm fucking furious in that video. There are a few points in it, I already got that item, there are a few points in it where I blow out my mic, which I have done in videos before. Part of it's I have a crappy mic, part of it is I am loud when I am angry. You know, in my day job, I'm a journalist, and I write a historical column. And there was this, I just like once a week, a little old lady will come up to me and say, hey, I love your column, which is nice. It's a column being written by a 23-year-old leftist, like, half bum, but okay, thank you. I don't know. It's nice to get compliments, but it always feels weird. Like, I don't know what to say in response to that. But anyway, one time, like, one of these old ladies says, I like your column because I can tell you're angry in it. And I don't know how to respond to that, but yeah, that's right. Like, it's like 1,000 words a week for this newspaper. Like, just talking about a thing in history that I find interesting. And, like, I do get angry when I'm writing it. I write about a lot of things that piss me off, make me furious. Like, what came out this Wednesday in the paper is me talking about the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire, and that is just such a fucked up story. And that's probably one of the most emotional I've gotten while reading it. While writing, I actually had to stop for like 5 minutes and just take a breath because I was just horrified of reading about the horrific deaths and furious at these men responsible. And I don't know, I'm getting way too introspective for this, but Egomaniac's leveling up, which is just talking about egomaniac. That is why I've named my bird as the thing that goes through this introspection. I I'm not a very I'm a very angry person, and I think and that's a problem. It's caused me problems in the past. I've almost been fired from jobs from it, and I get angry over minor stuff, fucking stupid stuff. But I don't know if it's a good trait or not, but I do. It is getting mad at injustice. I don't know if that's a bad thing necessarily, but it's very tiring and it's not good for your mental health. Like the next two video essays I'm doing are just me talking about little pieces of writing that I adore. And the next three I am, and then the other one is a stupid fucking video in December about Disney movies on my schedule on the top right. But next up we have we have two D&D stories. We have another realistic video. Yeah, that series, people like it. Yeah. What should I say? And then I'll be busy in July. I've put a lot of stuff for myself, but it's fine. I can handle it. Wait, do they not have electric moves? This is stupid. This is stupid. Learn some electric moves. Destroy my Primprop. I'm asking you to be a proper foe, but just quick attack does a tiny bit of damage? No. Okay. Also, I skipped uploading a video last week because I realized I was too busy working on the police video, which is kind of ironic because that one ended up getting done early. But it was going to be a short story reading on a story that, in all honesty, that one I need to invest serious time. Normally, making the short story dramatic readings is short. That one is gonna be almost an hour and a half long short story because it's of a novella I wrote, and I read through it again, and it's very good. I forgot how good It Came From Below the Waves is. I like that one. I like that one. I should write more murder mysteries. I like murder mystery. Well, I have a lot of things. I should write more. I'm so busy with so many writings. But, things are going good on my book. I'm currently about 5,000, a little under that, words into the third from final chapter, and this is going to be another long one, like the last chapter I wrote. And then the penultimate chapter might also be long, but the final one should be short, hopefully. Hoping to have this book done by the end of the summer. Fingers crossed. Okay, what do we have out here? I forget if you actually have to talk to them before you can go do the thing in the flower field, but I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm also not going to catch anything here because I would like to get the drifloon. And the drifloon isn't available until after you've beat Mars, and also it's a Friday, so I have to catch it off screen tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I'll save your papa. Blah, blah, blah. This is a very dumb part of the game when you factor it into Team Plasma's, overall evil plans. Because, so they're trying to summon an ancient elder god, Satan, figures so it will destroy the... Actually, no, they don't mean to destroy Giratina. Giratina just shows up and Cyrus changes the plan. They're trying to summon the gods of time and space so they can blow up the universe, right? That's what they're planning. And step one of that plan is to steal power from a place with some wind turbines? What? I mean, I assume they're getting, batteries into it, but, when it just... You're a very wealthy organization. Why don't you just build wind turbines? Or actually, why don't you just... do you know how much power it must take to, charge that building in Veilstone? That's just route your power from wherever you're getting it to power in Veilstone. The city utilities. Get that power instead of like, ooh, we managed to get 5 hours of the power from these wind turbines. What the fuck are you even talking about? It just goes to show you that the writers of Pokemon Diamond, the writers of Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum were not Pulitzer worthy. Like, personally, I think that is the Pulitzer Committee's worst decision they've ever made. Like, clearly, if any Pokemon game deserved that award, it was Black and White and or Sun and Moon. Okay. Right, this isn't a double battle. It is in, Renegade. I don't know. I'm actually really busy this week, which is why it's good that I got that thing done. Like, there's one of the towns I cover. I'm a reporter that covers a bunch of small towns, and one of them's having their big, oh fuck, that's a big fucking moth on my computer screen. Holy shit. It's gone now. One of the towns I cover is having its 150th anniversary celebration, which is 4 days of just all day partying, and I spent a night there. And yesterday I worked 11 hours because it was a long day, and I had to do my normal stuff. And on Wednesdays I have to deliver all the papers to mail offices after they're printed, which takes like a few hours. I have to get up at 6:30, and also I had to do a city council that meeting. Anyway, I worked like 11 hours last night, and then I worked a normal day today, and then I'm going to spend 8 hours at a festival tomorrow. Like, I don't work hard normally, but when I work hard, I have to work very hard every once in a while, which justifies me being lazy the rest of the time. And on Saturday, I'm doing a food festival in the morning and then going to a wedding, and I'm skipping the stuff on Sunday because it's boring. And that is my weekend. Very interesting. I'm so interesting and smart. People love this. Yes, pick the berries. Why am I doing this? This is a waste of your time. You're watching this because you want to see Karkat die fighting against Mars, which is probably going to happen. I think Low Kick might do enough damage to take out that Perugly, but I'm not positive. So this might be where Karkat dies. This might be S game over. So, all the Karkat stands, get ready to watch him die, or her die. I don't actually know. Okay, yeah. A couple grunts, and then I can move on, and then Eternus Forest. And I wonder how much of, because this is slower going than the Leaf Green Nuzlocke I did. Is it because this is a slower game that has a bunch more things? We have to listen to a bunch of text, like that thing with Professor Rowan and talking to this grunt? Or is it because this is a DS emulator that runs a bit slower because the Game Boy Advance is such low hardware, I can just power it. But the DS is more intense, and also I'm having to record it twice to get the top and bottom. I don't know why exactly. Don't you fake me out? Fuck you. Don't you scratch me? Fuck you. That's just what you should say. That's what should happen in professional sports. Like it's an MMA match and you just get punched in the nose and you're like, whoa, hey, that was rude. Sit down and think about what you've done. That was a mean thing you did to me. And then when they look distracted, that is when you knock them out. Just hit them as hard as you can. Sucker punch them. I've never done MMA before, but I'm pretty sure I could do good based on my advice I just gave. Okay, and let's... Wait, no, I was trying to give. I hit the wrong button. Okay, whatever. Actually, I'll switch in Machop. I'll use it just for the Perugly. Okay. How's this gonna go? How's this gonna go? And also, actually, because I'm gonna catch the drifloon off screen, let's get a comment for it. Tyzine, technically, Homestuck 2 still hasn't been officially canceled. It's theoretically possible, yeah, no. No, I don't have faith in that. It was funded by Patreon, and the Patreon got canceled. No one's funding the Patreon anymore because, like, 90% of the Homestuck fan base despise the epilogues and despise Homestuck 2, and more rightfully despises Andrew Hussey and What Pumpkin because they're just awful. Whatever. Okay. Come on, let's kill Mars. Come on, bring out your ace so we can see if my Machop can kick low enough. This is like that game, Dive Kick, where you dive and kick. So I'll clap to myself for having such an excellent joke. Ha! Oh no. Wait, I'm fine. I win because of math. Okay, and now we use a Oh no. Oh no, that's bad. As long as it's not a crit, I win. There, see? I'm smart. I can do math. 666! No! No, the Satan number! Kirkhead is cursed! Anyway, bye, Mars. Bye. Hey, they add this little short purple old man in this game, and he does nothing. Why did they add him? Like, what is the point of that game? Well, he has some in, like, the post game, but, like, that is just such a pointless character. And what's his name? Like Chiron or something? I think it doesn't go well with the planet motif very well. Anyway, Bloom Pokemon will be visiting again, and I will be catching them and naming them Tyzine. And this is going to be over now. Right about... Oh god, Looker. No one cares! Looker is why this takes so long. He's a boring NPC who slows things down. Yeah, check it out. Looker, I swear to God, I will find where you live, and I will plant a pipe bomb, and you will die, and I will laugh. This is over now.